You're watching Fugitive Redeye. Welcome to another episode of Redeye Responds. Today we're going to be looking at Game Dudes Conker review, the original version. If you know Game Dude, he actually typically does re-edits of his videos as well. This is the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, Game Dude does, like, 6 versions. Like, not 6. Some of them he has. But he's done re-edits of a lot. And if you don't know who Game Dude is, he's a guy... He was an AVGN ripoff. He was inspired by AVGN. Like, that was the whole thing with him.
And then he went all schizo. He
went nuts. Some chick that he was with, they were in, like, an open relationship or something. The details are a little foggy, to be perfectly honest. But he went nuts, had this, like, weird breakup with her. He said that she was stalking him, but then I guess he started stalking her. And he started going, like, totally schizo and, like, following around, like, cops and stuff and saying they were stalking him and yelling at him, "Hey, why are you following me?" and shit, which they weren't. Like, they were literally going away from him. Like, he went nuts, and then he became, like, because he's Canadian, if you don't know. He fled Canada to Mexico, and from as far as I know, he's still a fugitive from justice. He's never been found, and this was, like, 10 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Canadian.
I love Game Dude's theme song, by the way. I think it's pretty catchy. But yeah, Game Dude, I have a soft spot for him. I think, like, he's almost, like, so bad he's good, too. Like, a lot of his jokes are really painfully unfunny. I do reference him a lot. There's a joke where he's, like, where it's, like, he's playing, like, Smash Brothers Brawl, and, like, Diddy Kong is, like, on Donkey Kong's face. And, like, it looks like he's humping Mario's face. And Game Dude's like, yeah, is he doing what I think he's doing? He is! Diddy Kong's bothering Mario!
Bothering Mario!
Yeah.
I have a question. Was his username Alexander448?
Yes.
Some
Yes.
say Conker still rocks, but I concur, and I will conquer.
So that's one of the edits he made in the later version. He said, "But I concur," meaning he agrees. Because, like, some say Conker still rocks, but I concur. But he's actually trying to say the exact opposite. He's trying to say he disagrees. And so, like, in the later version, he changed the line to, "Some say Conker now sucks, and I concur."
Curse, fuck, it failed.
But yeah, most of the like half the video is him talking about Pocket Tells, and then the other half is him talking about Live and Reloaded, by the way.
For everyone, that does not work. Even though it has nice music and wonderful graphics for Game Boy, excluding the barn, it still fucking smells. He moves so slow.
Pocket Tells is a fun game. It's fucking hard as hell, but it's fun.
Everywhere, come out of nowhere. They're so cheap
have
and
all
awkward
three
to
Conker
dodge
games.
because they're so big, fast, and the routes are so narrow. They take so long to die by slingshot, and because there's not enough rocks around, you'll almost always be...
So he says rocks, I mean, it's a fair enough thing to get wrong, right? But they're literally conkers. They're horse chestnuts. That's where he gets his name.
The worst are these fuck noggins. Damn it! You
Fuck
never dodge
noggins.
fast enough, even when you follow a certain pattern.
Yeah, so his insults are
Firing
usually just
diagonally
like
away
swear
as you
word
dodge.
plus insult, and they're
that's it.
usually really
Finally.
nonsensical.
What? They immediately regenerate? Fuck!
Yeah,
What's the
it
point
is
of
kind of
this
annoying
anyway?
that enemies
You
do
don't
just
throw points or
respawn as soon as you
anything,
walk
just
off
die. Might
screen.
as well try to avoid them.
But-
Great, now what do I do? Fuck! This is all very odd because everything else is too fucking easy. Like the puzzles are too simple, moving boxes at the right order.
The puzzles in the Claw Swamp get a bit trickier, actually.
That's basically it. A game for
this is
everyone
so-
shouldn't be this.
Clearly inspired by AVGN, it's crazy.
Well,
Also,
yeah.
the way he speaks, you know? Like,
Yeah.
he also tries to speak like him.
Well, that's why he also, like, he started putting, like, a disclaimer that said, like, inspired by the nerd. And, when, Horizon started his You Know What's Bullshit series on my channel, I put the Game Dude inspired by the nerd thing in the thumbnail.
It's easy.
You know, Rare hasn't made that many shitty games, so I'd like to think of this game as a rare piece of shit.
Control is also awkward, and there's not enough acorns.
The funny thing is Rare actually has made a lot of bad games, because they made a bunch of, like, games on NES that aren't, like a lot of the games that, like AVGN said, oh, these are LJN. LJN was the publisher. A lot of them were actually made by Rare and a bunch of other companies.
Back to the non-skippable beginning.
But I gotta say, Conker's Pocket Tales is actually really graphically impressive. For, again, Game Boy Color, not even Advance.
Yeah, you're right.
Hurry up.
Come to think about it, every single Conker game is graphically impressive for their consoles.
Why
Yeah.
does it take so long?
Like, same with Live and Reloaded. I don't know, maybe you wouldn't agree.
No, I think it looks good. Yeah, like Live and Reloaded was a really late original Xbox
When you
launch.
stop for a while, this music
Yeah, but I
plays.
think it could have passed off as a 360 title.
Sound familiar?
Why the fuck is Donkey Kong music playing in a Conker game?
Like,
I know-
what kind of complaint is that? Rare, like, literally made
Yeah.
the Donkey Kong games. What kind of complaint is that?
Oh, Rare made both
Well,
games,
they made the Donkey
but
Kong
keep them
game.
separate. I mean, really.
You don't
Like it's so stupid bitching. Oh, keep them separate. Like, no, like, it's fine to reference your other shit. Like, what a weird thing to complain about.
Zelda music in Mario.
He's also wrong, by the way. Mario 3 references, like, Mario 3 and Zelda both have the same sound effect, you know, with the whistle. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That song, that's in both Mario 3 and Zelda. So he's just wrong saying that Mario doesn't just randomly have Zelda music, and it literally does, because it was in Zelda first.
It's an insult too, because this game is so balls. Every time you enter a text box, the music annoyingly restarts. There's so many invisible walls. It's like
That I
getting
agree.
lost.
That I agree with. This is bullshit. That these branches above somehow stop you from going.
Yeah, I also don't
An
like how the
invisible
music
maze
resets
and the
every time you go.
You
to
know,
a different
no,
level.
he has valid criticisms too. He just has a bunch of weird ones as well.
Perspective is an illusion. Like, how are tree branches above me going to block me? Glitches are everywhere. Like when you move
And, like,
diagonally against trees.
He did a Rocky and Bullwinkle on NES review way before AVGN did, and he actually made some points that AVGN didn't that I think were actually really good points. Like, I think Game Dude actually gave a better analysis of that game than AVGN.
He grows a second tail. They couldn't even give him a diagonal sprite. You're always lost because there's no map. Keep getting stuck. Now look at this. He walks over stairs like they're floors, so why not just have
So those aren't stairs. That's a door frame.
floors?
Yeah.
Gameplay.
Like, that's literally a door. You can see him go through it. There's a slat in the top. That's a
fucking
door
door.
frame.
Is
Or like a
just
small
bland.
way.
It's the same thing over and
Like, I
over
could
again.
see mistaking those for stairs because of the perspective, but it's pretty clearly a door frame.
Again, aimless wandering.
Conker's bad fur day. Don't be deceived by Conker's kitty look. Now he's badass, and this is not a kid's game.
It was going to be, but was replaced with this. What a nutty pile of fucker. Have
Love that line. What a nutty pile of fucker.
both.
But yeah, he literally is, like, that's a complaint that, like, it isn't a bad complaint. Like, he's just complaining that both games didn't get released, because he wants 12 Tales released.
Same.
But, again, the reason they didn't have both is because they didn't think 12 Tales, like, because people were complaining about it, so then they overhauled it, and then Bad Fur Day was way more successful than 12 Tales probably would have been, to be fair.
Feels like Disney. Whoa, settle down, boy. Stop bothering the tree.
See, nice callback to that Diddy Kong one.
Put your nuts away.
Yeah.
Put your nuts away.
Bad. Nevertheless, with
Conker,
beautiful
put your
graphics,
nuts away.
precise control, charmingly delightful music, and witty,
But yeah,
uncensored.
as I said, I wasn't sure if I've done a response to this one before or not. I know I played it on some of the Conker streams, because, like, there was Conker streams where I played videos and stuff, and I literally just played the entire audio of this on one of them.
This game is amazing. You also get drunk, piss, and go to Shit Mountain. What more needs to be said? You know, Conker, Dixie, and Tails would make an awesome team. Conker's other Bad Fur Day...
Like, he said that because they all have the same flying ability. It's like, no, with a team, you want there to be variety in the abilities. If they all just have the same strength, you don't need the three of them.
An awesome game was cancelled when Nintendo sold Rare to Microsoft and was replaced with Conker Live and Reloaded, a bad Fur Day port. Conker's classic look is so...
Again, people are way too hateful on Live and Reloaded.
Givingly awesome.
I know
You'd
people will
never
fucking
expect a
kill me
squirrel
for this
so
shit,
cute
but I
and
think Live
adorable.
Reloaded is just as good as Bad Fur Day.
I wouldn't say just as good, but it is comparable.
To be so badass.
Bad Fur Day is better, but Live and Reloaded is a good remake.
Inside a squirrel's anus.
Although, to be
It's
fair,
right
if
to
I had to pick one, I'd pick Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
An already badass Psycon, badass for
I think
Xbox,
Live and Reloaded is
but
a great remake.
Yeah.
instead made him bad and ass.
They tried to make him more badass for Xbox, but instead they made him bad and ass.
Graphics are technically superior,
Alright, that's a good one.
but they replaced the cartoon graphics with ugly, washed-out, more realistic ones.
This one, I agree 100% with that criticism, by the way.
Now, without any charm, personality...
I wouldn't say like to the same degree. Like, it's not without its charm, but there are definitely some sections that look like ass compared. Like look at Mugged. Mugged has like no color in Live and Reloaded.
Yeah, I agree with that, but for some reason I
Design.
prefer how the windy area looks in Live and Reloaded over Bad Fur Day.
And
They're both fine.
The good cinematic framing of the classic. The Great Mighty Pooh now looks like shit because now he doesn't look like shit.
I agree.
Also now looks
I think he looks way inferior in Live and Reloaded. And I think that the echo sound effect, I get why they did it, but I don't think it works.
like shit, and voice balloons aren't as readable. A lot of the animation is gone, and what remains now retains far less and wrong emotion. Like, Conker here looks like an evil genius, but here, he looks like a spoiled brat. And why does he now hold a holy grail? The glass of milk parodied a Clockwork Orange. They ruined the entire scene and destroyed...
I don't think it ruins the entire scene to change the goblet and make it less of a reference. That's a little crazy to say.
meaning of existence, bastards. Conker
Bastards!
now only has
That's another thing he says. He says bastard like that a lot.
one gun instead of two. Fuck this
Okay, I
garbage.
agree with
Damn
that.
it, Rare.
Yeah.
Why did you have to leave
like that he has two
Nintendo?
guns.
Game
The
now
original
takes
instead
a
of one.
lot longer
Yeah.
to load, which makes sense because the original was cartridge-based, but it's still annoying. Conker's arm floats are now gone. Cartoon blood is now...
See, he's
gifted.
wrong on that. Like, he has the fucking floaties before the confidence. Like, there are some sections where they forgot to put them in Live and Reloaded. Like, if you notice in Frying Tonight, he doesn't have his water wings for some reason in Live and Reloaded.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, but he
I
does...
actually didn't even notice that he had water wings in Live and Reloaded. I thought that was for Conker's Bad Fur Day only.
No, he had them in both. Like the Game Dude is saying, "Oh, Conker doesn't have them at all anymore." So you were of the same opinion as him then.
I just think I just didn't notice.
Cutscenes are a bit choppy with non-synchronized audio. Some cutscenes aren't as funny, like they removed Conker's priceless face when the gargoyle fell off the bridge. Now when you use your weapon, you go to this third-person perspective. It's unnecessary, awkward, disorienting, and I don't like it. You now use a bat instead of a frying pan, which was funnier because it was sillier.
They censored most of the swearing because obviously Xbox is for kiddies and Nintendo is for adults.
It doesn't even play the same, and is now filled with many bugs. Control is now awkward, and Conker slides when he stops like he's on ice. The now awkward camera can't zoom in or out except when Conker...
I think the slide thing is a little crazy too. Like, he doesn't slide that much. Like, he just stops.
near a wall. Then it zooms into the back of Conker's head, a real pain in the ass.
I think this is a bit of a nitpicky thing here.
Well, yeah, a lot of it is, but to be
Stop
fair,
it!
AVGN can be
Multiplayer,
nitpicky
you can now
too.
go online, but you'll find no one because it sucks. The level design is incredibly stable.
I actually do like the Live and Reloaded multiplayer. Not as much as the Bad Fur Day one, but the Live and Reloaded one was cool.
Badly designed, and the convoluted and messy control is worse than single player. Like almost everything else,
In fact, I would say it reminds me of Star Wars Battlefront. Too bad Guy's not here, because that would have been funnier, but...
it's better on the 64.
This game is more depressing than watching a murder of murdering crows getting murdered. And a disgrace to
To the squirrel's legacy.
Let this be a lesson to all. Never remake a classic!
No.
Banjo, you're next.
See, there's the inspired by the nerd
It
thing.
just says inspired by angry video game nerd.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a Game Dudes Conker review. Game Dude, like I said, I got a soft spot for him. You can see why he's nowhere near like well known. Like he's kind of niche because he wasn't the greatest, and but his production quality was there. Like you can tell, it feels so much like just an AVGN ripoff. Obviously.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the type of YouTube videos I would watch as a kid on YouTube.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add before I end the video?
Nope.
All right. Doodles.